growing up back home, they will tell you America is the land of opportunities. It's a place where, nobody can become somebody. And it works for me. I truly believe that because in my humble opinion, I was a nobody coming back from where I was born. I wasn't born into affluence, for real. I came from nothing. But this country gave me the opportunity, like I said, to be able to get my family down here, to be able to go to school without owing no financial aid or owing no student loan. Uh, when I tell my friend, they say, well, you worked for it. Yes, I studied hard for it. I had to study to be able to keep my scholarship. But knowing that I had the opportunity to get scholarship, to go to college, and today I graduated as an aircraft maintenance mechanic, and I don't owe a cent to the government. I don't need to pay nobody back any money.
How you doing, Ifeanyi?
Yeah, I'm doing very well, brother.
Man, thank you for taking the time and come up to my podcast, One Struggles Now Stories. So, Ifeanyi, so tell me, man, what was it like for you moving from Nigeria to over here to the US? What different struggles, ups, downs that you had to go through?
Well, it's been a long time I moved down here. Life back home, you know, I used to think it was that horrible, but looking at so many things, as I get older, I get to, you know, say to myself, it was bad, but, it could be a lot worse, like they say over here. Um, it was bad in terms of growing up. Growing up was tough because I was born in a rural neighborhood, So up until I was 11 years old, so we moved to the city. So, and the city, it's a place they call Lagos, Nigeria. So that's where I basically grew up. So the west coast of Nigeria. So
Okay.
I was there almost towards the, you know, I was there for a long time in my life, as a teenager before, moving out to the United States for a better life, for a better opportunity, basically. That's the reason I came down to America.
Okay.
And so far, so good.
So,
To
so,
be honest with you, so far, so good.
okay. So, what do you miss about being in Nigeria compared to being over here?
I miss my family, most importantly, my extended families, my cousins, and a few of my childhood friends that I grew up with. Now, though a couple of them are down here now, they live here in the United States, but majority of them are still back home. So I miss them. We do talk on Facebook every now and then, but it's not the same as seeing being with them one on one. But hey, you know, at some point, somebody once told me that 20 friends can't play for 20 years. So at some point, people move on and
Yeah.
people, follow different paths to survive and all of that.
Okay.
Mm.
So, what different steps you had to take to get your, I guess your visa?
Oh, yeah. Getting a visa from anywhere in the world, basically, but especially from Africa to America, I don't care if it's in the 90s, in the 80s, or today. It has always been a very difficult process. Now, it costs a lot of money, it's a lot of paperwork, and the chances of getting the visa is almost impossible, So it's tough. Costs a lot of money. It's just tough. It's tough. But at the end of the day, for those of us that believe in Christ, that believe in God, if it's meant to be, somehow God will make a way. If it's not meant to be, I'm sure you can do all you want, do all you can, and you still will not, for no reason, you still will not get it. That's just my personal opinion.
Amen to that.
Oh, yeah, for real.
So, what? Okay.
Yeah, brother.
So, what do you like about being here?
Raymond, I've known you for a couple of years now. Just the little time me and you spent together, I'm sure you know my personality, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
speak to you from my heart. I like a lot of things being in
Yeah.
America. I'm not gonna sit here and not tell the truth. I'm just gonna be real. I know maybe some people might be offended, some people might not, but it's all good. But there's a lot of good things about being in America. America give me a lot of opportunities. America give me my family opportunities, my siblings. All my siblings are all here except for one person, and we're doing our best to get him into the country the legal way. The legal way, like I said earlier, can be very tough. It's time consuming, but when you finally succeed, you will know some peace. Nobody's gonna bother you, and as long as you come into the right channel. So for the most part, being in America has helped me, in so many areas of my life. I have a better life compared to where I'm coming from. I was able to go to college here, as you know. I was able to get my engineering degree on aircraft engineering. And as a matter of fact, I don't know if you still remember this. I went to school with scholarship. My school cost over $170,000. Back home, my parents couldn't afford that. I couldn't afford that back home where I was born. But this country gave me the opportunity, that I lived my dream. When we were growing up back home, they would tell you America is the land of opportunities. It's a place where, nobody can become somebody. And it works for me. I truly believe that because in my humble opinion, I was a nobody coming back from where I was born. I wasn't born into affluence, for real. I came from nothing. But this country gave me the opportunity, like I said, to be able to get my family down here, to be able to go to school without owing no financial aid or owing no student loan. Uh, when I tell my friend, they say, well, you worked for it. Yes, I studied hard for it. I had to study to be able to keep my scholarship. But knowing that I had the opportunity to get scholarship, to go to college, and today I graduated as an aircraft maintenance mechanic, and I don't owe a cent to the government. I don't need to pay nobody back any money. It's a blessing, So I'm so grateful for this country, for what
Yeah,
the country
man.
have
It's
done for
definitely
me.
good.
So for the opportunity, yeah. And for those of you that were born here, you may not see things from the way I see things, which is totally okay because this is what you know. But I know I can make comparisons. Where I was born is tough. So coming to where I was able to get what I never had. I mean, bro, trust me, I feel like this is the best thing that ever happened to me. Like I'm so grateful to God. I'm so thankful. I will always tell you over and over again that God bless America because America gave me what I never had. I mean, what else do you expect me to tell you? That's how that's I feel about the country. Like I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful I have the opportunity to be here
Okay.
today to better my life and my family. Yeah, for real, bro.
Okay. Well, well, man, finna get a
Yeah.
touch on the food, man. So, what do you like? What do you like about the food? Which one do you think is better, the food from Nigeria or the food here?
Well, at some point in my life, I'm not gonna let me be honest with you. I'm not gonna be patriotic to a country where I was born. When I first came to America, I thought American food was a lot better. And the people I've had family and friends tell me the only reason I feel that way is because it's different from what I was used to eating. Maybe it's true, maybe not. I don't know. But I just thought for a long time American food is better. And up until today, there's a lot of American food that I really like more than the food in the country where I was born. you know. And I don't want to say better or not better. It depends on your preference. That's how I will classify it. For me, I don't think it's about being better or not being better. It's about your choices. So for me, I still eat a little bit of some food that I like from growing up, from my childhood back home in Nigeria. But here in America, there's a lot of American food I eat. I eat them every day. I eat them all the time. I love it, and I will always want to have it. You know. Yeah. Like for example, like
Okay.
where I was born in Nigeria, we don't have no McDonald's up until today. There's no McDonald's down there. So I only saw McDonald's in movie. If you remember the movie Coming to America, that's the first time I saw McDonald's.
Yeah.
You know, the restaurant McDonald's, right?
McDowell.
So the first time I came to
Yeah.
America, yes. So first time I came down to this country, I think that was one of my biggest dreams was to go eat in McDonald's, and I did. And I remember having to, drink soda, like, you open up the tap, you know what I mean? Like a faucet, you know what I mean? Like in the McDonald's, you have different cans of soda. You just put your cup and you take as much as you want. Bro, I lost my mind because I had never seen anything like that in my entire life, where you drink as much soda as you want. It's something that it was like a dream to me. So I remember drinking a lot of soda, eating a lot of the big hamburgers and all that. So to me, it's something I never heard and I loved it. Up until today, I still eat a lot of hamburgers. I love it. It's American food, I love it, with all my heart, to be honest with you. But I don't drink as much soda as I used to drink when I was younger. But
Yeah. Well, man, I always told you, man, I wanted to try fufu. That's one of the things I wanted to try. so I never had the opportunity to try it yet.
Oh yeah, fufu is a Nigerian. I would say it's an African food, but where I come from, we say fufu, which is the dough, the white dough with soup. You know, it's a great food. I still eat it. I like it. I still eat it. I'm still able to, whenever my family go back home, they buy me some of the food items from Nigeria. You know, and people would tell me that it's the original food. Okay, if that's how you want to classify, it, that's good. But anyway, they buy me some Nigerian food that I can make here in America. So I still make the local food I grew up eating. And sometimes I go to the store, also African stores, to buy some of them and just make it at home. Not all the time. But remember, this is what I grew up eating. It's what I ate all my life before I came to America. So I really don't, it's not a big deal to me anymore. I like exploring other people's food, American food, Haitian food, Jamaican food, some other kind of food. So I find joy and pleasure in eating other food other than with the food of the country where I was born. I hope I'm making some sense.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I get you. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Well, well, man, hey, so I appreciate you coming on to my podcast, man. I truly appreciate it.
Yes, and I'm grateful. You're able to bring me on and all of that. We talk about where I was born, talk about this country and all of that. You know, honesty. Again, Raymond, you know me very well. When I speak from the heart. I love being in America. I love America. I know you as an American, you may see things differently from me, and it's totally okay. But I also see things differently from you. But I'm looking at this side that have favored me, side that have changed my life. The part of America that have done so good for me. America has blessed me and blessed my family, blessed my generation. To be honest with you. Like I have all my siblings here. I believe I've told you that I have all my siblings who live here, except for one person that's still back home. But other than that, everybody's doing well with their life. They're all documented. They have good jobs. They have their family. They live all over the United States. Some are in Texas. Some are in Alabama. Everybody's pretty much independent. It's something we probably would not have had where we were born because we do not have that kind of opportunity over here. So, you know, so this country gave us opportunity to be independent, to go out there, get a job, be able to provide for ourselves and our family. I mean, to me, that's the best that have ever happened to me, and I will remain grateful forever that this country gave us, me and my family, that kind of
Okay.
opportunity
That's
to
good.
to be independent and to be able to take care of ourselves, and don't have to, ask for help from nobody. So, yeah, I'm thankful, brother,
Yeah.
for real. All right.
All right,
Thank
man.
you.
Like I
Thank
said,
you
man,
again,
thank you
Raymond. I
for
really
coming
appreciate you
on.
bringing
I
me on
truly
your
appreciate
podcast.
it.
All right.
Yeah, man. God bless you.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Yes, I will remain grateful for